like to do to her. Something I call a dirty fuzzy.
Dismissed.
Alright, g'day ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the World Adventure, leg number 89 here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. From CAMPO Grande to Brasilia this evening. I hope you are all doing fantastically. I'm certainly better than I was, that's for sure, although I probably still look like absolute trash. Especially around the eyes and stuff. I don't know if it's depicted on the webcam, but trust me, I look at myself in the mirror at the moment and go, what the fuck have you been through, mate? So, yeah. Anyway, we are here. We are feeling fine, other than obviously looking like that. We've just finished a first shift at work in like 6 weeks, which was interesting, different, etc., etc. All those describing words that are not coming to my mind right now. Those ones in particular that you guys are all thinking of that I could be using to describe the situation right now is exactly what I'm referring to. So, as I said, this evening off to Brasilia, the Brazilian Highlands. A bit of a longer flight than usual. Which is going to be interesting. But I'm sure I'll make it through. I'm sure we'll be fine. Alright, so we're going to do things a little bit differently this evening. And basically what's going to happen is I'm going to start up the aircraft and we're going to get taxiing and we're going to get to the runway, going to get up in the air. And then I'll say hello to everyone so that we can get things moving. Because we have got at least 3.5 hours of flying ahead of us. According to flight planning anyway. Whether or not that's actually the case will be another question.
Hello?
But either way, I'm going to start this plane before I spend the next 10 minutes talking rubbish. And then we'll go from there. If I fall asleep, you will tap me on my shoulder. I don't know whether to appreciate that, kangaroo, or be extremely creeped out. Alright, so the minimum safe altitude for this flight is 5,500 feet. And you'll notice that I've now added that to the exclamation mark flight plan bot thingamajiggy. I know, that was really descriptive. So, 5,500 feet into the pilote, flaps, lights. That's the wrong button. Turn off the fuel pump, because we've got a long enough runway here. And then just make sure I know which one is the active runway. Basically, if it's at the gym, it's probably the active runway. The active runway is 06 is the active runway. So, the one that's at the complete opposite end of the airport to where we are. Which is useful. Derek, I haven't noticed that, but I haven't really been looking out for it either. So I'll look out for it now whilst we taxi down. And as I said, once we're up in the air, then I'll go back through the chat. I'll say good day to all of you individually. I just wanted to, here I am saying I wanted to get things going without talking shit, whilst I sit here and say I want to get things going without talking shit. So, you know. Hypocrite, anyone? Hello? Alright. Let's, how do I... Yes, I want to do that. Take the brakes off. Take over the brakes over. Now, because we're going to the other side of the airport, this is going to be a race speed taxi. At least on my behalf, anyway. Well, I guess we're not going to need to go all the way, are we? Because we're only flying GA aircraft. Okay, that's the runway. That's not useful. Anybody feel like taking off with an 11-knot tailwind? Feel free to. I'm not going to. I'm just going to taxi down to the other end, but... if you are in an aircraft that can sort of handle that sort of tailwind, go for it. Yeah, exactly, Bubba. We're going to do a Forza taxi. A Forza, rather, style taxi. Ooh, a bit of a bump in the runway there. I wonder if Asobo's aware of that. Felt like I just hit... somebody. Hey, Vruden in the helicopter. Could almost write a song about that. Vruden and his helicopter. I mean, I'm not exactly a professional songwriter, so I wouldn't know the first thing about how to do that, but yeah. Well, there we go. The professional pilot has taken off with the 12-knot tailwind, so that's good to know. I feel like this is more than enough runway for the DA40, so I'm going to go directly the other way. If you are coming at me, well, come at me, bro. Sounds like a great kid's book, Vruden and his helicopter. Bruden, there you go. We've got a new project for you, mate. Writing a children's novel about your helicopter journeys. Oh, I went and set up the track IR, and guess who forgot to put the track IR in his head for takeoff? Oh. Alright, so before the crosswind sends us into a deep, dark spiral into the ground, which was potentially going to be a thing, let's get everything sorted the way it's meant to be. Alright, now... Oh, actually, this is... It's quite a nice... I can see what they mean about the colour of the soil here. That's pretty interesting coloured soil. Now I can understand why they call it the Swarthy City. Anyway, okay. Yes, I need a track IR for the track IR. That's exactly right, Bubba. Alright, now, back to the top. Who is here? Mr. Shawndale says, anyone know where dispatch are hiding? I would like to grab the flight plan. Yeah, guess, as you guys would have already seen in the Discord, but guess who forgot about the fact that they need to upload the flight plan before they go to work? Me. Yeah. Anyway, I should, now that that's happened, I should at least remember for the next few streams until I forget again. Which, as you guys know already, happens quite often, so, I mean, maybe I should just upload all the flight plans into the Discord and just be like, you know, in a zip folder or something. Actually, seeing as I'm so far ahead on flight plans, is that something that you guys would like me to do? Just drop, like, the whole month's worth of flight plans in a zip folder in the Discord, and you guys can just download it, unzip it, grab the flight plan when you need it, etc. I'd be more than happy to do something like that for you. Mr. Kangaroo says, hi, I entered the flight plan manually. There's another option. Absolutely. Hope you are doing well, Mr. Kangaroo. And same to you, Mr. Shawndale, as well. Hope you are doing fantastically. Derek says, good morning, everyone. G'day, Derek, mate. Welcome to the stream. Mr. Jacko says, elbow bump over glass of water, as usual. Black Evo is here, says, g'day. G'day, Black Evo. Welcome to the stream, mate. And Mr. David Jacko, despite your fascination with emojis, I hope you are doing as well there. Hope you are doing as well there. Hope you do. No, English is not going to happen. Hope you are doing well there, sir. Mr. David Ross is here. He's speaking about alcoholism or something. I'm not sure. You might have to elaborate on that one, David. You might have to elaborate on that one. We have Mr. Sean Atkins here. G'day, Sean. Welcome to the stream. You may or may not have been aware, but I was lurking in the Discord channel whilst you guys were talking about flight plans and Xbox and why this is a pro and why this is a con and how Tony was in his pajamas and stuff like that. You know, very interesting thing to be a fly on the wall for. Mr. Calling Pigeon says, boa tarde, pilots. G'day, Calling Pigeon, mate. Welcome to the stream. And Mr. Vruden the Great also says, good morning, pilots. Good morning, Vruden. Hope you are doing well there, mate. It is a pleasure to have you here in your Heli Machopter. Fozzie says, g'day all, and he's already got a crash to desktop. That is a shame, Fozzie. I usually find that's a really good feature.
You know what Daddy likes.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I think I've got everyone. Unless somebody hasn't said hello. Oh, I've got, of course, Bubba. G'day, Bubba. How you going, mate? Welcome to the stream. And that is everybody. So, hope everybody is doing fantastically. If English doesn't occur in tonight's stream, you'll know it's a combination of brain fog still left over from yesterday, and probably my body being in shock from the fact that I've actually had to go and work in a professional kitchen for about 6 hours this evening after having not done that for, well, since towards the end of September. So oh, you were just air taxiing down the other end, Black Evo. I do apologise. I'm not familiar with traditional pilot standards in the real world, so you'll have to let me catch up with you on that one. Weekly, Sean? Yeah, okay. I can probably work that out as well. Yeah, that should be something I can do. Let me try that from next week, okay? Let's see if that's a thing that I can make happen. Fozzie, has your sim loaded up yet, mate? That is the question from me to you. Who on earth is Smot Poker 1987? That has to be one of the best sim names I have seen. Now, are we already at our altitude? Oh, we are already at our cruising altitude. All right, I'm going to pull a little bit of power out because with nearly 400 nautical miles to cover, I get the feeling that fuel is going to be potentially a thing towards the end. Oh, that's you, Derek. That is. Bloody fantastic name. Well done. Well done. Hang on. Now, so you'll have to excuse me for a sec here, Derek. When I first, because your profile picture is very similar and your name rather. God, I don't know how I managed to get nail out of name, but anyway, your name is very similar to another person who flies along here called Dale K, who has the sim name of Dangerbird. I didn't actually recognize the fact that you are a different person until you just said that that is you. So, are you new here? If so, welcome. If not, well, just don't mind me. I'm obviously off with some sort of fairies. Oh, you are new? Okay, cool. So I'm not dreaming. That's awesome. Well, welcome. Thank you very much for coming along. It is an absolute pleasure to have you along with us. And with a name like that, I mean, you've very much joined in with the standards of what we aim for in these streams. And that is just have as much fun as you possibly can. And you may notice that as the stream progresses, there'll be some people who will come in fighter jets and some of the, I think it's the GB, I think, and they just tend to zoom around everyone and all that, and it's all just a good, yeah. But yeah, no, absolutely awesome to have you here. Black Evo is off with some gender-neutral mythical beings. Okay. Did I miss something here? No name tags for you, Sean. You can see flashing lights, but no name plates. Using name tag app that Shane uses worked on Brett's flight. Sean, the only thing I can think of is the fact that the servers might be having a bit of a, you know, like the hoo-ha that they sometimes tend to have. I honestly can't think of a reason why it would just randomly stop working. I mean, we've very much proven within Shane's streams that just sometimes if you have a lot of planes in one area, you can't see name tags. So it could just simply be that. Otherwise, yeah, as Black Evo said, just make sure that the sim hasn't done what it likes to sometimes do and just alter your settings or turn off things that you wanted to have on and switch on things that you wanted to have off and stuff like that, because it's very well renowned for doing things like that too. Other than that, yeah, the only thing I can put it down is to the Asobo servers just being the Asobo servers like they have been ever since Sim Update 6 came along. I mean, the only reason I'm saying that, Sean, is because it seems that you are in a nice pocket of aircraft back there, all flying in relative close proximity to each other. So that's the only reason why I'm thinking maybe the servers are just having a, you know... Oh, there you go. Kangaroo's having the same problem, and he's also in that proximity of aircraft. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's just having a... The servers are having a bit of a meltdown like they like to do on a almost hourly basis, sometimes it feels. And they really need to sort that problem out before the thingamajiggy, the Reno Air Races comes out. They really need to sort that before that becomes a thing. Otherwise, I mean, what's the point? So our destination this evening of Brasilia is the federal capital of Brazil. It is where the seat of government is in Brazil. And it is located at the top of the Brazilian Highlands. Not that the Brazilian Highlands is actually very high compared to the rest of South America, but it's... yeah, it's nice to see that Brazil does have some lovely elevated areas. And I'm looking currently now at some of the architecture within Brasilia, and it's very... it looks quite cool. It looks quite cool. So it is, despite being the capital, it is Brazil's third most populous city. So I guess that's a little bit like... a lot of, I've sort of started to discover that, especially in the southern hemisphere, particularly Australia and parts of South America, that the federal capital is not necessarily the major capital of the country. So, interesting. So, Brasilia itself is, like the city, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site because of its modernistic architecture and uniquely artistic urban planning design as well. And it's actually won the award for City by Design or City of Design from UNESCO a couple of times. So it's just, I don't think the sim's going to be able to depict the amazing architecture and the buildings, unfortunately, and I don't think there is a scenery available for Brasilia. Otherwise, I would have already made people aware of it. So, if any developers or whatever, you know, if the term Brasilia sounds like the kind of place that might be worth looking at doing a cityscape for or something within South America. What the hell? Calling people? Well, Calling Pigeon, it appears your hours problem has been fixed. It's just gone in the other direction now. Oh, shit. Just 895 hours. Yeah, no problem. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, you're getting your plastic race car out of storage today, Vruden. I mean, look, if you ask me, Calling Pigeon, I'd rather have the reverse problem than the problem that you had previously. To be fair. To fix your hours like that. I didn't touch shit, Vruden. That's so funny. Gowan Groom says, good morning / evening, but obviously screw everybody who's in the afternoon. Want to chuck another few hundy on me? Gowan's put his car in the garage for winter and Vruden's pulling his car out of the garage. Interesting. I guess that's the difference between where you reside in the world. Not that it's actually probably that far from each other. Actually, yeah, why are you getting your car out of the garage for winter, Vruden? Oh, because you're putting the convertible away. Okay. Oh yeah, how are the new tyres, Black Evo? You say sticky. How sticky? Sticky icky or getting out the race car? I see. You got your Jeep out going? In real life or in Forza? Because I've noticed that you have a large number of cars in Forza Horizon 5 already, Mr. Garland. Mr. Garland? No, let's just go with Garland. I know that there was once upon a time where I used to call you that, but it just doesn't have the flow and the ring anymore after so long of not saying that. Noisy, actually. I don't know if that's a good thing, but anyway. Yes, David does love sticky, but only if it's your sticky, Black Evo. What on earth is a Toyota Sequoia? Sequoia? Is that what it is? Yeah, what is it? Now, I just need to see... whoop, that's not how I spell that. Right. Trying to find out what the optimal cruising altitude for my DA40 is, just so I can get the best possible fuel burn on this flight, because, well, 400 nautical miles is getting close to 50% of this aircraft's range, so I just want to make sure that we're not going to, especially seeing as we're not exactly flying at its actual cruising speed here, we are very much exceeding that. That didn't give me any information whatsoever. Thank you very much for that. Hello, do you want to load that page for me, or should I just go screw myself? Like, thank you, there we go.
I screwed up my car.
Did you? Alright, so it says the optimal cruise altitude is 6,000 feet. Okay. So, hang on. You are closing in on half of the cars in Forza Horizon 5. What the hell, Garland? Sean, I have nearly 100 cars in Forza Horizon 5. Aussies won the cricket last night. Yes, they did, thanks to the amazing efforts of Mr. Matthew Wade. It's the biggest SUV they make. Oh, okay, right. Toyota Sequoia weighs just a shade over 6,000 pounds. Okay, it's a fairly large vehicle that you have there, Vruden. Ooh, yeah, but Sean, an M4 Coupe is a lovely, lovely vehicle. Really, really nice car. Best in the Unicorn. What is the Unicorn? Am I missing something here? Is there a vehicle that I'm not aware of that I should be aware of? No worries, Sean. All good, mate. Alright, so we're going to go for the 6,000 feet optimal cruising altitude that supposedly this aircraft has. Ken Block's car. Right. Of course. Oh yeah, Derek, absolutely drift on Forza. There's, in fact, I put a video out at about midnight, I think it was, of the Holden Tirana drift car I'd built. Not probably the best car for drifting, but really cool nonetheless. Yes, absolutely. Very nice scenery. Very nice scenery. Forza 5 makes your head hurt, Sean? Yeah, it can be a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes. It certainly can. Yep, agree with you, Black Evo. When they released the M4, they absolutely should have made the M3 the two-door. 100%. Actually, Garwin, to be fair, in relation to the drifting in the drift zones, I couldn't 3-star any of them until I built the Tirana drift car. And then, took it to the polytunnel drift zone and knocked up 130,000 drift points or something, and I was like, okay, that's a decent drift car. So, I mean, I say it's not the best drift car, but maybe it actually is a really good drift car. I don't know. I've only got like 2 or 3 drift cars built. Oh, really, Derek? That is so annoying. An E36 would be an absolutely freaking awesome drift car. I really need to, I need to go and buy some more old school BMWs and Porsches in Forza Horizon and turn them into drift cars and race cars and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, Forza is very well made and it is extremely addictive. So much so that we're spending a whole flying stream, well, not a whole flying, but we've spent a good portion of a flying stream talking about what we're doing in Forza Horizon 5 and not actually about what's occurring in front of us. So... I mean, it's not a problem. It's very much a game that is worthy of being spoken of at many, many points. It's just, I find it hilarious that we're all that engrossed within the game about you know, how good it is and how much we're enjoying it and this, that, and the other, that we're talking about it within the flying. It's quite funny, but it's good. It's really good. Like, cannot, other than the obvious server issues with the multiplayer, I cannot fault the game. I'm really, really impressed with it. They obviously borrowed their servers from Asobo though. You've bought 100 Willies, as in Jeeps. You've bought 100 of them. Why? When do we get the new Flight Sim update with the racing? 6 days, 7 days, something like that, I think. Black Evo says he used to have a 2-door E36 as his daily. That's cool. The question I guess I have for you though, Black Evo, is did you sell it because, like most BMWs, when they get to a certain age or kilometrage or mileage, they become buckets of wasting money, basically? Oh, okay, Garwin, I see. Yes, I've heard. So the only one I was aware of, Garwin, was the Toyota Supra. The Toyota Supra does the same, like the new one, the BMW powered Supra, does the same thing. However, you give me an idea, Garwin, and I will message you in Discord about it and get your permission first.
Give me the car, friend.
Hey, Metas is here. G'day, Metas, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing very good. Jeep is much better, less points. Yeah. I see. I wasn't aware of that, guy. I don't think anyone's aware of that, so maybe don't go spruiking that too far. I certainly haven't seen any videos about the wheelies on YouTube. I've seen plenty of videos about the people speaking of the Supra and using the Supra, but not the Willys. What is your favourite car to look at and to drive? To look at. That's favourite car to look at? Probably... Okay, no worries, Bruton. I will sort that out. Thank you very much. To look at something probably from like Lamborghini or something, just because they always look absolutely spectacular visually. I like the fact that Lamborghini just basically has no chill when it comes to doing the looks of their vehicles, both internally and externally. They just sort of go, how crazy can we go? Yes, let's do it. Favorite car to drive? Look, I can only base it on what I've driven in real life. Probably an i30N. Or a Fiesta XR4. Those things are nuts. They are like glue on the road. It was only a 318 IS, but you loved it, sold it as its excess to requirements at the time. It was Car 7. Car 7 is not excess to requirements, Black Evo. Come on, let's be honest. Car 77 is excess to requirements. Car 7 is not. Which model of Lamborghini? I mean, look. I really like the Lamborghini Aventador just because when it was, a thing, when it was first released, it was sort of so out there to have a car that looked literally like a fighter jet. And I guess Lamborghini's sort of been doing that for their whole existence. I know for a fact I had Lamborghinis on my wall as a kid. For that simple reason. You just looked at them and went, oh, what the hell? Yeah, Bruton, the Lotus Esprit is a nice car. A really nice car. I'm not going to even argue with that one. It is a phenomenal vehicle. The fleet is down to 4 at the moment. Yeah, that's... those are rookie numbers, Black Evo. You need to pump those numbers up, mate. Get more cars in your life. I mean, I know they cost money and they become completely worthless and a really bad financial investment and have poor depreciation, and anybody in right sane mind would only own one vehicle, but we're not people with right sane minds, us car enthusiasts, so I guess, and to be fair, I actually made money on my last car that I had, so go figure. David Jacko says, coming into a storm again, yay. I mean, what would it be? I mean, it wouldn't be a Just Stop Aussie Gamer round the world journey, David, if there at least wasn't a storm every couple of streams that we did. Your favourite is a Bugatti Chiron. Ooh, yeah. That's a nice car. That is a really nice car. The Lamborghini Countach from Cannonball Run with the front arrow on it. I mean, anything from Lamborghini is just stunning to look at. the Mira, the Countach, the Countach? Yeah, Countach maybe, let's try that. The Diablo, the Murcielago, the Aventador, the Hurricane, the Sesto Elemento, the Centenario. I mean, they are all so good to look at. Black Evo, you don't know what to get right now, no, plus all cars are worth more than I paid for them, so, yeah, so, I mean, I know it's really hard to figure out what cars will hold their value, etc., but I mean, if you were looking at another, you know, some cars to buy that might go up in value, Commodores and Falcons, you're probably going to make money on them, especially if they're a, you know, slightly more sought after model. Or, you know, non-run-of-the-mill vehicles like an Alfa Romeo GTA and, you know, things like that. I mean, yeah, Garwin, you are right. The Huracan underneath is just an Audi, but if you put a Lamborghini Huracan next to an Audi R8 and you have a kid with you and you say, you know, a 10-year-old kid and say, which one would you rather? I mean, pretty sure they're gonna point to the Lambo. They don't care about the fact that it's an Audi chassis and an Audi engine and all that underneath. It looks like a Lambo. Hey, Stu is here. G'day, Stu, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing absolutely awesome, bro. Yeah, there you go, Garland. There you go. I think I made in 4 or 5 years of ownership, I made $4,000 or something on my G6E Turbo, even though I put nearly 200,000 Ks on it. My favourite game, Viv Canaan, at the moment, my favourite game would have to be Forza Horizon 5, or, well actually no, I can't call it a game, because this is a sim. So my favourite game, Forza Horizon 5. Absolutely. My favourite thing to do on the computer would be Microsoft Flight Simulator though. But that's not a game, so yeah. This is your favourite game, Brooding? Yeah, I hope they do too, Garwin, but I reckon you're probably going to find they're going to leave it up to a third-party developer to sort that out by offering, you know, a weather system like what they did for FSX and X-Plane and all that in the end. Jeez, everyone plays Minecraft. I'm obviously missing something. I'm obviously missing out. Because Brett plays Minecraft as well. Oh, okay, yeah. No, that's fair, Garland, that's fair. I mean, I don't really tend to play Flight Sim unless it's a multiplayer thing. extruded. How do you play Minecraft? I don't know, I've never really played it much. I've just a bit here and there with my nephew who's very addicted to it. He's really good at it as well. It never really grabbed me, but maybe I'm missing something. You know, I've got an open mind. I'm happy to be proven wrong. I'm happy to be shown that, you know, you can do this, and this, and be like, oh, shit, okay, I really was missing something. It's Lego for computer, but isn't there a Lego game for computer, or is that not as good as Minecraft? You can dig a hole? I mean, I guess that is performing the craft of mining, Black Evo, especially if you dig a big enough hole, or a deep enough hole. I love it, the banjo frogs in the long easy. That's awesome. Alright guys, I am going to be back in like 2 minutes. I just want to go check on Doggo and my washing and all the things I've got going on in the house that I need to have done before I head to bed this evening. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
You know what I like to do to her? Something I call a dirty fuzzy.
Alright, I'm back. Vikanan says Ozflight Simmer recommended me to your channel. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Shane's an absolutely wonderful bloke. And he's the reason that I actually started streaming. You might also want to check out Sid Squad. Absolutely. Yeah, I can highly recommend Sid Squad. Tim and the guys over there do an absolutely phenomenal job. The biggest problem is they are always streaming when I'm at work, so I very, very rarely get to actually catch their streams. But quite a few of the blokes jump into Shane's, Brett's, mine, and it's an absolute pleasure to hang out with them. And I do try to catch a bit of a replay of their streams when I possibly can. Yeah, cannot recommend those blokes enough. They really do an awesome job.
You know what I like to do to her? Something I call a dirty
so tell
fuzzy.
me hi. Vruden, I will try really hard next time they stream. If I'm not at work, I'll try to get in there and join in, because I really want to do a proper, you know, get involved in one of their streams, not just sort of lurk in the background whilst I'm editing videos, or, you know, getting notifications whilst I'm at work that they're streaming, and I'm just like, that's annoying. Well, Mr. Jacko, I honestly have not had a long streaming Forza Horizon, making videos for Forza Horizon 5 and then editing them alongside streaming the World Adventure, alongside sorting out behind the scenes for the new Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition trilogy thing. I haven't had time to even think about making extra soundboards and stuff like that. I'll be really honest with you. I mean, the video that I have edited that comes out later today, I spent 3.5 hours editing that. So much so that I was nearly late for work. Because I was just so like, oh, you know, getting everything, you know, where I wanted it to be. And then I looked at the time and I was like, shit. How is the new GTA? Well, that's the thing, David. I still actually haven't been able to get into it. I've only been able to download it. Obviously, whatever was advertised on the internet as the available days for it or whatever, yeah. I don't know. But anyway, it looks like I'm able to download it now. It's currently downloading in the background. That might be part of the reason why my internet was having a bit of a hoo-ha when I first started the stream. So, fingers crossed that everything's now working with it the way it's meant to be. I just had issues with my Rockstar Social Club account and all sort of stuff like that. Sean says, can you please talk to my wife right now? She says men can't multitask. I mean, Sean, I'll be honest with you. The only time I can multitask is when I'm in a commercial kitchen. So I guess men can multitask, but in certain situations only. Yeah, you can't buy it hard copy until next month. I'm wondering if that was part of the issue. It was just the case of trying to link my Xbox account with my Rockstar Social Club with my Google YouTube account so that they're all linked together. Took a lot of behind the scenes work and then caused all sorts of issues with the downloads. It just wasn't communicating with each other. As I said, I've sorted it out now, but it took a good couple of hours of me, you know, doing, oh, why isn't this working? Try this, try that, link that, leave that, change the password there, etc. You know, but it eventually came good. But it was quite frustrating. So frustrating that at one point I actually put on Rockstar's social media. I'm like, does anyone want to like give me something here? Like, I have tried everything and nothing wants to communicate with each other. But I managed to figure it out. So, and I'm pretty sure I'm streaming it tomorrow, so I'm glad I figured it out, because otherwise... Come on, load. Yes, I am. I'm streaming it tomorrow evening, so it better work. Because I don't really have much time to test if it works well or not between now and then. Yeah, that's not a fantastic situation to be in there, Black Evo. Cannot recommend that. It was something not talking to each other. Let's be honest, Garland. Somebody was not talking to somebody. That's for sure. This is the weirdest thunderstorm I've ever been in. Doesn't even look remotely like a thunderstorm. Although I feel like just breaking out into some AC/DC, you know, like thunder. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Yeah, Vivkanand, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because I was doing a Grand Theft Auto Nostalgia series on the channel, playing through. I was probably about 30% of the way through Grand Theft Auto 3. And then they announced the Trilogy Definitive Edition, and I was like, well, why am I bothering to play through the old versions when they're going to release the games again with, you know, new style graphics and all sorts of things like that. So, yeah. Sorry, Garwin. Speaking of which, Garwin, I know you said you'll message me, but any sign of the package yet? Like, anything? You know? Or is California really that screwed up at the moment for sending mail out? I swear FedEx, I reckon one of the employees has seen the package, opened it up and gone, ooh, Tim Tams, and just taken it for themselves at this point. Do I watch anime? I do not. Even if I wanted to, looking after a doggo, puppy doggo, and streaming and making videos, and working in commercial kitchens, and trying to have a life as well, I'm not sure I would even be able to fit watching anime in. I mean, I struggled to be able to watch TV shows and things on demand on like Amazon and Netflix and all that I really enjoy, because due to a lack of time, I only sort of get one day a week where I can sort of do those things, which is fine because I absolutely love everything else that I do and it doesn't feel like work, but yeah. I did notice that, Garwin. I did notice that. Yeah, well, Garwin, I think, I don't know if you read my email response to your email about your package, but in that there should be instructions about how to make a Vegemite sandwich relatively well for the international palate. And I say that because unless you've got an Australian or British palate, you're probably going to find it pretty horrendous if you make it the way that some Australians and all that do. So I'm not watching Netflix right now. You know, William, believe it or not, I'm not. I let my Netflix subscription lapse. That's how much I watch Netflix. I'm hoping that the weather improves a little bit by the time we get to Brasilia. Where even is Brasilia on this thing? There. Yeah, I mean, there shouldn't even be thunderstorms where we are, according to windy.com. They're off around Belo Horizonte and all that, which is off to the west of where we are, by a fairly significant distance. So I'm a little bit confused as to why it is depicting thunderstorms in this area. I'm guessing it's because the Microsoft Flight Simulator weather system isn't 100% completely accurate at all times. Please fly one time in India. Oh, Vivkanand, you are in for a treat. I think in the flight planning, I think I have about 25 or 30 flights within India. So you're going to be in for a good time when that occurs. You're feeling human again, Sean. Would I prefer to not have enough time to relax like you are now, or better? Yeah, no, absolutely. As I said, Sean, I wouldn't change it. And I love the fact that I have the ability to work in commercial kitchens and do this and have the dog and, you know, all those kinds of things. Yeah, I wouldn't change it for anything. And as I said, I still do have one day completely to myself where I can do things like watch, you know, video series on Amazon Prime and stuff like that that I enjoy. Yeah, Derek, I get the feeling that there may also be a bit of a scenario of that. Or if thunderstorms are forecast in the area, even if currently there is no thunderstorms occurring in the area, because there's a forecast of it, even if the skies are clearish, I feel like the sim automatically depicts that because there's supposed to be a thunderstorm there, therefore there's a thunderstorm there. Yeah. No, all good, Sean. I appreciate the, I appreciate the message. I do. I was just more making a point. Yeah, you know, like... Even if I wanted to add extra things to my life, I'm not sure where I would find the time, is basically what I was saying, because I already have an opportunity to do so much of what I enjoy. That's probably a better way of wording it. And extremely grateful to be able to have that as well. Yeah, absolutely, Sean. Yep. I always seem to come across a storm, especially in Brazil. I remember that when we were flying down the coast of Brazil, you know, a couple of months back, same thing. We'd be flying along and storm, 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 clear day, storm, storm. You know, yeah. No, I know you weren't having a go, Sean. All good. I just probably worded it not fantastically either. Probably made it sound like I wasn't happy about the fact that I didn't have time for more, which is, in fact, the opposite. How's Democracy 4 going? I mean... yeah, it's a good question, Sean. I have no recordings currently of it, and I really probably need to do some, because I know quite a few of you enjoy those. So I will endeavour to restart those on a weekly basis. If not this week, simply because of the Definitive Edition trilogy that's coming, or has just been released or whatever. Next week, I will endeavour to get some weekly content happening again. Travelled more during cooties than you did the 2 years before. Garland, do you mean COVID? Cooties is what you get from the girls in high school or primary school, isn't it? I don't think there's a global pandemic of cooties somehow. I mean, maybe there is, I don't know. I mean, actually, Garland, you make a fair assessment. That is a very fair assessment. Yeah, I guess you're right. It was it was the world's largest game of cooties. I might actually have to use that one with your permission in life. That's good. Absolutely, David. Sean Dale is one of the most valuable people that I've ever had an opportunity to sit down and have a conversation with. A man of wisdom and knowledge and advice well beyond anything I could ever comprehend in my life, that's for sure. Well, this is lovely scenery, the occasional glimpses that we get of it. And then it disappears again into the thunderstorm. Well, we disappear into the thunderstorm. So, Vruden, do you mean that you can't argue with cooties or you can't argue with cutie? Because that's a very different sentence by changing, like, 2 letters. Actually, Vivkanand, if you're still here, mate, in relation to your questions that you were asking before about, you know, what's your favourite car to look at, what's your, you know, favourite car to drive, etc. Now, let me ask you those same questions. What's your favourite car to look at? What's your favourite car to drive? Assuming you can... I'm assuming you hold a license. Custom made 59 caddy ring, as in like one that. If so, that's cool as shit. I wasn't even aware that you could get custom stuff like that made up. That's awesome. Put a pic on Discord? Yeah, please do. Please do. Ah, one of your racer friends is a jeweler. I see. Well, I guess it hopes it's not what you know, it's who you know sometimes, isn't it? God, I can see it on the Streamlabs. My face is so much redder than it is usually. Looks like all the blood in my body has gone to my face, as opposed to another location. This weather's getting worse the further we go. Mr. Jacko, up there at 11,000 feet, how's the weather? Are you above the clouds? Is it worthwhile going up or is it worthwhile going down? Not that I can really go down much because this MSA is 5,500 feet, so a bit of a balancing act. Hey, I see that the end game just spawned in, so does that mean that Mr. Josh Manchester is with us? If it does, good morning, Josh. Come up. Stu's at 28,500 feet. Look, Stu, I don't think that my little DA40 is gonna be able to do 28,500 feet. Just putting it out there, that's probably not gonna be a thing. Alright, coming up, Dave. No, all good, Josh. All good. I only just saw you spawn in, so I only assumed that you just arrived. And also, Short Round is here. And so is Icarus as well. Oh, the whole crew has arrived now. Welcome, 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 everyone. Fozzie's 80 nautical miles out. Yes, Fozzie, that's because you're flying your love child. Oh no, Sean, really? CTD. If you do decide, I'm assuming you're probably going to try and load it back up. If you need a ICAO code or whatever, mate, you let me know and I can help get you sorted there. Good morning, Short Round. How you going, mate? Welcome to the stream. You'll drop in on me? Okay, no worries, Sean. All good. 128 nautical miles out is Stu. Bloody hell. All you guys have got such fast aircraft. Maybe I should have stole a better truck, Tonto. I mean, maybe I should have. But hindsight is a wonderful thing. Or is it a wonderful thing is hindsight? No, it's definitely hindsight is a wonderful thing. Discord's going nuts. Great stuff. Is it? I should probably Okay, that's a. I just saw your ring that you were talking about, Garl, and that's awesome. You need so Garwin needs recommendations for a good wired gaming headset. So if anybody has any recommendations, keep going up. Wow, okay, I see what you mean about Discord's going nuts. Bloody hell, you guys have gone absolutely insane in the Discord. I'm loving it though, because it's all in the not safe for work area. So it's all funny shit. Probably looking like a weirdo on stream, scrolling through Discord. And I'm just like smiling at everything. What am I talking about? I don't know, Fozzie, what am I talking about? Fozzie, seeing as you're one of the instigators, I would think you'd know. Maybe you've been hacked, Fozzie, who knows? I'm gonna actually try something here. Supposedly, the recommended cruising altitude for a DA40 is 14,000 feet at 75% throttle. That is the recommended cruise. So, I'm going to try 14,000 feet at 75% throttle and see what my fuel burn ends up being. There is a nice selfie of me on Discord. Okay, should I be concerned? Yeah, you've used that one before, David. I think you need to get some new content. What are you knowing about Bruden? Oh, I see. I see. I don't think Sean's going anywhere, but anyway. Oh, you can't, yeah, of course, Sean. Of course you can't get into the over 18 section because you're still 17. Weak. Yeah, I know, Bruden. I know. And yet he keeps coming back. I think he likes the, trouble. Yeah, I know. Still loading Microsoft Flight Simulator? Not a problem, Sean. All good, mate. All good in the hood. I did not, Garwin, and that is surprising because I'm actually quite a fan of Jay Leno's Garage because he's got basically every car under the sun and makes me extremely jealous in that regard because I would like to have his garage.
We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in. Don't know if I can decipher how your mind works. Yeah, you leave me wondering what it's like to feel your skin. I will keep on trying till you give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more. You leave me hanging, begging for more. Think that I'm addicted to this, can't resist to be a little risky and bold. For it, cause I want you close, I'm so exposed when you're keeping me wondering. You know I'd do anything to be in your arms again. So give me a sign.
No worries, short round, all good. Yeah, no, I was wondering what was going on there, Bruden. But I figured that you were just having technical difficulties and basically was just currently holding up the sign that says, please stand by, technical difficulties. All good, mate, all good. If anybody knows technical difficulties when it comes to the sim, I mean... yeah.
Go for this, no more tricks. We could take things slow. Say you think about it too. When the lights go out and there's no doubt that I should be there. That I should be. We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in. We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in. So give me a sign. Give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more.
Yeah, Bruden, I always see you, I mean, I know you weren't referring to me with that, but I always see you when I'm in the sim, especially if I'm in America, and so does Fozzie, because he's always flying between Lax and Denver. And you're just always chilling in your helicopter.
Just give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Just give me one more.
You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking rules. On the edge, looking out with no parachute. You know I'm dreaming about us two. Playing around without a clue.
Get around? Yeah, I'm not sure that's how I would have worded it, Bruden, but anyway. Each to their own, I guess, mate. Yeah, Garwin, I really don't fly alone much at all these days. You know, I'm usually Shane's stream or Brett's stream or Wes's stream or doing my own stream whenever I'm flying, or in with Shoney on Twitch sometimes when he's doing his round the world journey. I've been known to fly with Captain Arash as well. You know what, short round, whenever somebody, you know, whenever I feel as if, you know, I'm needing to hit the gym or whatever, you know, I remind myself that I am in fact in shape. Round is a shape. Therefore, you know, there's no problem. Yeah, so with the guys in America, with your time change, what's the timing like now with the stream start time of... So I started today's stream at 11 PM. Is that good? You want it slightly earlier? Would slightly later work better? My 11 PM stream started at 7 AM, so that's incredibly early, isn't it? In the morning. Went on a diet and lost 24 hours. Oh yeah, thanks Sean. I turned the crossfeed on, I need to turn it off. Cheers, thank you very much.
Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could
Shane starts at like 4:30.
we'll find the remedy. Or would
Yeah,
you stay
true,
with me
actually.
now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you
It's not ideal, really, is it? Brewed a 4:30 AM start. I feel like that's probably not fantastic.
that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're
Oh yeah, Derek, absolutely. I deliberately made sure that my streams sort of suited the Europeans, tried to suit the Americans and the Canadians where I could, and tried to suit the night owl Australians, basically.
Maybe I'm just too weak, maybe I'm just afraid of being alone. Well, I don't care, 'cause right now I feel the love that we said we would burn. Oh, I know that you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just
I remembered why I'd slowed down on those wasabi peanuts, because as you get to the bottom of the
all these things, but now when
tin, all the wasabi is there. Holy shit. The guys at Sid Squad said hi. Are they still streaming, Gruden?
would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right. We'll find the remedy.
If they're still streaming,
Would you stay with me now till the moonlight?
no, they're not.
Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right.
I thought they may have still been streaming there, Gruden. But hello to all the legends over at Sid Squad. They started at like 5 a.m. your time. Yeah. When do they stream next? Because now I'm really keen to
I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me.
okay. So they stream. Do they stream the same night as Shane usually, or am I reading that wrong?
To get moving, tired of the way you let me down.
And if they stream on Friday nights, I'm basically never going to be able to get into one of their streams because I'm going to be working basically every Friday night now.
You let me down. So all my time, oh, don't try.
Sunday 2 p.m. It's a fundraiser. They stream Friday and Sundays usually. Okay, what am I doing this Sunday about 2 p.m.? I might actually be free. Because I don't have, I have a commitment in the morning about 11 o'clock, but that will be done about 2 p.m. And then I don't have any commitments until 4:30 in the afternoon.
Fill me up with broken promises.
Okay, maybe I should be trying on Sunday afternoons to get in on Sid Squad.
Sick of the way you let me down.
I might see you over there on Sundays, Bruden, if you're over there on a Sunday. No, 2 p.m. on a Sunday doesn't sound completely insane, Bruden. It sounds very plausible. Yeah. 5 a.m. or I miss a lot of them. Yeah. Oh, hang on. So 5 a.m. your time is when they stream, which means that it would be about 9 p.m. Just keep your hand on your joystick. There's good advice. This Sunday one is different. It's a fundraiser. Okay, awesome. Well, then I definitely need to get involved in that because, you know, 5 a.m. your time is when I started streaming. I see, Josh. What? Okay. See, the only problem that I have is if I push my streams, because it's definitely been playing in my head a lot, is doing my streams at 12 p.m., 1 p.m. my time. Instead of this kind of time. Which works great for the American audience, because that's about, well, it's late afternoon, early evening for people in America. But the problem is, I believe that then completely screws over the Europeans, because it's not going to be until like 10 p.m. their time, and unless they're night owls, they're probably not going to want to fly along. And the problem is, if I stream at a time that suits everyone, which for me, that would be like 6 a.m. that I would start streaming my time, which then doesn't work for the Australians. Vruden. Who invented time zones on this flat world? Sure. Yeah, I don't know. Some weirdo. Yeah, so my time, Derek, my time works good for people usually on the East Coast, but people on the West Coast, not so much. However, with what I have planned coming up for the streams and the change that we'll be allowing people to choose to implement at Cooking on the Fly number 6, I may actually be able to start my streams an hour later, which will Anyway, I'll keep brainstorming about it. I'll keep thinking about it. I probably won't end up changing it, but it's always good to just have this conversation sometimes and get a vibe from you guys on how you're feeling about the timing, etc., etc. Because obviously, my line of work makes my streaming times and all that extremely flexible. So, yeah. Until the time change happened. Yeah, of course. Alright, so I'll try to keep it at around the 11 p.m. to midnight bracket. for my flight sim streams my time, because it seems, from what everybody's telling me, seems to work for most of the North Americans, most of the Europeans, and the Australians when they're night out, in the night owl kind of mood. So yeah, okay, cool. I guess I'm not making any real changes then. So, but as I said, it's always good to just keep checking up on you guys and making sure that this is working, this is not working, because, you know, obviously I want to make it as accessible as possible as I can for everybody who wants to be involved. And as I said, to me, it doesn't matter whether I go to bed at 11 p.m. or 5 a.m. because my work hours are so flexible. This next waypoint that we're coming up on is, I'm a little bit concerned about because the waypoint is UBSUS. And I'm very sus about this waypoint. So many, what does everybody think of this view out of the aircraft on the stream at the moment? The reason I did it is because of the huge number of storm clouds that were just sort of along the window line of the aircraft, and I thought that might be a cool view to witness almost from the pilot's perspective of what they would be dealing with at this time if we were flying in this area in real life. Alright, so we're just past the 2-hour mark, so I'm going to get up and have another quick walk around, stretch the legs. Especially important to make sure I do that after obviously having been thrust back into the kitchen. I don't want to go to get up in another hour and a half and just be like an old man, even though I am starting to turn into an old man. And yes, I know, everyone's going to be like, you're not old. I feel it sometimes, that's all I'm saying. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes once I've got the blood flowing and all that again.
put your body on the kitchen table and move the dishes to the side. Yeah. Girl, you always tend to drive me crazy, looking at me with those eyes. Yeah. Put some music on, turn the lights down low, throw the pillows off the bed, blow the candles out, move your body slow. We got something on your mind, I might try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it. Baby, I still wear the shirt you gave me, 'cause it reminds me of the times when I was down and you were there to save me, telling me that I'll be fine. Put some music on, turn the lights down low, throw the pillows off the bed, blow the candles out, move your body slow. We got something on your mind, I might try to help you let it go. Try to help you let it go. If you got something on your mind, I'ma try to help you let it go.
Yes, Sean, I know I'm a baby.
We got
And I'm sure I'll look back on it in 20 years' time and go, damn, it was easy when I was that age. Discord is lit. Yeah, I've stopped looking in there. I'll just look at it at the end of the stream. The Discord has gone to NSFW now. Yeah, Josh, the up late with JSAG section is very much a proceed with caution section of the Discord. That is for sure. What have I got to get blood flow to again? The legs. That includes the third one, Black Evo, if that's what you're interested in hearing about, which I'm assuming is what you were getting at, so I'll give you what you'd like to hear. Shondale says 24 watching. Can we push the likes above 20? I don't know. I'll try pushing a little bit as well, Sean. Just, you know. Just, okay, there we go. I don't know. Sean Atkins is being educated. Okay. I don't know if I want to know what you're being educated in, Mr. Banjo. Nope, happily taken. Very happily taken, Gruden. I mean, she drops into my streams sometimes, so can't really fault the lady. She's pretty good. With Discord, if you uploaded gigabytes of pictures on the JSAG server, does that get Discord asking Bryce for donations? I didn't even know that was a potential thing that could occur. How does it work with Disco? Is free if you overload with I have no idea, Sean. Absolutely no idea. But I don't think so, Sean, because members or people who are part of the Discord, I think they help boost, like they can boost the server by paying, I think it's, Fozzie will know the exact numbers, but I think it's a couple of dollars a month that they pay to Discord to boost the particular Discord server. And in return, that pays Discord. And then there's also, what's it called? Discord. There's a paid version of Discord, like a subscription style thing where you get extra features and bits and pieces and access to extra features, and I think it's called Turbo or something. Nitro. Yeah, Nitro. So I think Nitro, alongside boosting the servers, like, because there's people who boost servers. I think, like, Fozzie boosts my server. I think he just boosts in general because I believe Fozzie has Nitro. Could be wrong. But I think that's how Discord pays for it, alongside obviously doing deals with companies to you know, have Discord servers alongside advertising, etc. Oh yeah, you see, there you go. Fozzie's a Nitro member, so he automatically boosts Discords that he's a member of. But you can also just boost a particular Discord for a couple of dollars a month, I believe. I don't believe you receive any extra features by doing it that way. Maybe a couple of bits and pieces. But you just get an ad-free experience, etc. Not that Discord tends to really overload with ads. I'm not that familiar, really. I just know that Discord is a phenomenal piece of software, and it wouldn't be in existence if they couldn't pay the bills. So I don't know the ins and outs of directly how they afford what they do, but I just hope they keep doing it. And if it does eventually become something that costs money in the future, well, I would probably still use it. And when I say costs money, I mean for the person who has the server. I would probably still use it because it's such a phenomenal piece of equipment in the whole social side of Twitch and YouTube and all that style kind of thing. So, yeah. I should probably look into this a bit more so that I understand more about Okay, so here you go, Sean. This gives you more information. So, free Discord allows 50 emoji slots, an 8 megabyte upload limit, a streaming / screen share quality of 720p 30 FPS, an audio quality of 96 kbps, a threads archive of 1 hour 1 day. Can't do custom stickers. Can't do boost badge and roll, you can't do animated server icons, you can't do custom server invite backgrounds, you can't do server banners, custom role icons, you can't create private threads, you can't do custom invite links. And then you can, so because 2 people are boosting in the Just Some Aussie Gamer server, we have the 100 emoji slots, slightly higher audio quality. We have the ability to see badges and roles and server icons and server invite backgrounds. And then you can go all the way up to the top level of communities, which is $60 a month. Yeah, or you take Nitro, and Nitro also helps, and Nitro is, of course, much more affordable version. Now, Bruden says, I just flew over a field with that circular irrigation and it was full of trees. That's a bug. This game is unplayable. Hey, Mr. Drew is here. He says, period. Okay. I guess he's period correct.
I'm gonna stick it to you.
On the train headed back to Indiana. The rain is forming into rivers outside. Writing down all the things that I miss. And in the letters you take form. No, I won't go.
Ah, I see. Also, Sean, Discord works in the fact that everybody who has Nitro accumulates towards the level that the Discord server can achieve. So, to get the top level, we would need to have 14 people on Nitro, and then I would need to take out the community subscription on top of that at a significantly discounted rate to get the full. So that's how Discord makes their money. That makes sense. That's cool. But that's what I was saying. You know, I wouldn't have an issue in paying that money at a latter point if it was required. Not at all. I look at it as an investment. But g'day Drew, welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you are doing very well. That is exactly right, Sean. That is exactly right. If in the future, if I need to pay for the community to have a better experience, well, guess what? That's getting value. So, it is absolutely something I would do in a heartbeat. Now, Short Round says, did you know that I hold the world record for being the world's tallest midget? Not sure how quite to process that sentence. And Bruden's the tallest dwarf, I see. one ear and one eye on work and one ear and one eye on us. I mean, Drew, is there any better way to go about life? Well, actually, yeah, probably not having the work part. But I mean, you know, someone's got to pay the bills, right? Hey, Mr. Cheddar Bob is here. G'day, g'day, g'day. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well, Chris. Hope you're not feeling too cheesed off. Sorry, just had to. I thought it was a really great joke. I'm going to mute the microphone in a sec so that you guys don't have to be subjected to this. Now, Sean, it's interesting that you say that to Drew. Drew, isn't that interesting that Sean thinks that you should be doing something like that? I feel like you may have had this conversation with a few people in recent times, Drew. There we go, another person that agrees with Sean. So that would now be, if my calculations are correct, that would be about 6 people who think that Drew should do something like that I've had conversations with in the last week or so. I mean, not that we're trying to tell you to do something, Drew, but we're trying to tell you to do something. Not cheesed off yet. Oh, this is good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I guess the real question that's on everybody's lips, well, actually, it's probably the only question. Let me rephrase that. It's probably a question that's only on my lips, and honestly, it's because my brain goes in weird, mysterious, food-related ways. But are you yellow cheddar or orange cheddar? And are you smoked? And how many months barrel aged? I must say, the colours below us, the colours of Brazil, that, you know, the land, it's so interesting to see that, you know, because like in Australia or other countries, you know, you usually fly over patches where the land below is of a relatively similar colour pattern. But what I'm discovering here in Brazil is that no matter which direction you look, you have basically a rainbow below you of various shades of greens and reds and blues and browns and yellows and oranges, and it's quite interesting actually that they can have so many changes in colour in such a small proportion of land. Hey, Mr. Willie Kanaka's here. G'day, Willie. Hope you are doing fantastically there. 50 Shades of Green. That's exactly right, Black Evo. Oh, Grippersim was streaming yesterday, was he? That's awesome. How's life, Willie? Treating you well? I mean, here's the perfect example of what I was just referring to below me. You've got yellow and green and brown and red. And then you've got a dark green. All in, and even like a grey kind of colour, all in a really small space. I mean, I'm sure Brazilians already know this, but you have a, you know, if there is anyone from Brazil here watching, you have a very, very, very spectacular country to look at from the air. What you make up, or what you don't have in elevation, you make up for in other areas. Plays is here. Brett, what are you doing awake at 1:28 in the morning? That's mildly abnormal for yourself. But either way, welcome, welcome. Sean, I have some idea on how Drew does it. Obviously not his level of expertise and knowledge and all of those things. But if you are interested in learning the basics of how to set up scenarios within a flight plan, I can help you there. Unfortunately, I can't go to Drew's level of what he's able to achieve because, I mean, as you've said, that takes a lot more in-depth. You just finished Family Time Forza Horizon 5. The missus loves Forza Horizon 5. That's fantastic, Brent. Awesome stuff. she beat you? Yeah, I mean, that's a fair question. Is Mrs. Brett Plays a better racer than Brett Plays? Does that mean 2 new PCs now? Ooh. Sean, too much info. Yeah, agreed. Way too much info. Too much inflammation. Well, actually, if there's too much inflammation, can I recommend something to help soothe? Oh. Ah. Huh? Ah. Sorry. Thinking noises. So, if I'm not mistaken, we have... X plus that is... So we have about 150 nautical miles left to go on this trip. So still a fair hike of flying left to do. Sean, yes, I would obviously, I would want to get permission from Drew before I went and did something like that, because it is something that he's made his name for, within the flight sim community across a few channels on YouTube, and I don't want to just go and do that to him if he's already thinking of doing something like that. So, yes, potentially an idea, but not without first discussing with those who sort of went down that pathway, if that makes sense. Willie says, Facebook, name one thing that can destroy a relationship. Your answer was undercooked sausage. No, you didn't stomp on any toes, Sean. It's a very good idea. I just, from my perspective, I would not feel comfortable doing it without having a conversation with Drew first, before I went ahead and did something like that. That's all. But definitely a fantastic idea. Undercooked sausage. Oh, shit. Yeah, no, I understand it's not a secret thing, Drew. I understand that, but you know, I just can you understand why I'm saying that I wouldn't be comfortable in putting something up on YouTube, sort of talking about how you can make landing challenges and stuff like that using a .flt without first having a conversation with you about it first, because like, after the conversations that you and I have had with others about, you know, you taking it further possibly in the future as something you might do. I don't want to like... It's very difficult to put in words, but I think you can understand what I'm getting at. I don't want to dip into your potential market share by enabling those people to do their own thing, basically.
I'm trapped inside a fake reality. Better days will never come for me. Trapped inside a fake reality. Better days will never come for me. How can I be honest with myself when I'm always playing someone
Ooh, there's a release date now for Next Level Chef, Drew. Like an actual day. Which wasn't showing up when I last looked at it.
you cannot seem to get to me. I am back with a stolen identity.
No, all good, Sean. Appreciate the thought there, mate. YouTube series on undercooked sausage. Willie, I'm not an expert in undercooked sausage though. Yeah. Well, you see, Drew, I don't know when the bloody Super Bowl is. But 2nd of January, 2022. But as I said, Sean, I would be more than happy to just show you how to do a .flt so you can have some fun playing around with certain scenarios within the sim. Or I'm sure Drew would as well if timing allowed. Pretty sure that's what it says. January 2 after NFL. Don't miss the series premiere of Next Level Chef, Sunday, January 2 after NFL on Fox. I would find it very, very, very amazing if Australia got it before the US. So, do we get it before you guys, or is it now changed and you can also get it on the 2nd of January? I mean, if you can't look at it right now, don't stop working or whatever to look at it. It's just, I'm curious now to, if Australia does get it before therefore I find that incredibly weird, but I'm not going to complain. No worries, Mr. Willie Canuck. All good, mate. Thank you very much for popping in. Much appreciated. You look after yourself there, mate, and hopefully I can catch the radio show again soon. Got any, I mean, I know you've always got interesting people on the show. That's a really poor way of wording it, but, you know, obviously you don't have to answer me now. You go do what you need to do, but let me know in Discord or whatever if you've got anyone who may be of extreme particular interest to myself or people within the channel coming up soon. So I'd be keen to get on the radio show and have a listen to you again. But until then, Willie, catch you later, mate. I could probably just check your Discord. The information's probably there, so, you know. January 2nd there as well. There you go. There you go. This cloud thunderstorm cell that we're heading directly for, I'm hoping we go directly through that gap, because otherwise that doesn't look pleasant for a flying experience, especially in a little DA40 like this. Blackadder, not a problem, mate. All good. All good. You know, I'm a big advocate of life first. Hopefully things are all good over in your world though, Mr. Blackadder. All fine? Awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear. Having a smashing time, Nigel Thornberry style, or? starting to flag a bit, I must say. The body is not used to being in the commercial kitchen, especially with the lack of energy after the interesting issues on the Thursday. But don't worry, we've only got about an hour or so left, so I'll push through. We're all good. Just you can probably see it in my face. I'm sort of find myself just sitting there not doing anything for a couple of minutes and then going, oh shit, I'm still streaming. Waiting for the second wind to kick in. Basically, it usually kicks in about around 2 a.m. my time. I get the second wind of energy, which I'm hoping that happens because I want to possibly edit another video once this stream is done before bed. If I can pull that off, that would be absolutely awesome. Vernon. I mean, I've been using autopilot this whole time. Yeah, I know. It's pretty amazing, isn't it, Drew? Oh, trust me though, I'm glad that this stream is a flight sim stream and not like a trucking one or whatever, because I get to just enjoy interacting with the chat in these flight sim streams. It's a lot more difficult when you're trucking. Says we have a big event in the UK next weekend, Children in Need with Pugsy Bear. Currently there's a Welshman playing the drums for 24 hours with 5 mins an hour comfort rate. That is bloody awesome. What a legend. What an absolute legend. I'll be fine though tomorrow, Sean. I'll go to bed at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 10, 11 o'clock. I've got, 6 hours, 5 hours before I need to go to work, get things done. Either that, Josh, or he's going to have good arms by the end of the 24 hours. Oh, you're right. Okay, you caught me, Drew. You caught me out. Yeah, please do, Sean. I'd be very, 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 very interested in seeing that. That would be quite cool. Bruton says YouTube disabled the dislike button because you're not using it right. Huh? What are you on about, Bruton? Actually, let me rephrase that question. What are you on? Give your battery. Yeah, get your battery to really chill out. Wes keeps appearing in your Forza Horizon 5 races. The question is, Blackadder, are you beating him or not? Try to dislike this bit, as in the one that... As in the stream, you can't dislike the stream? Is that what you're telling me? That you know, Vruden, that might have something to do with the fact that I've had a lot of issues over the last fortnight with dislike bots. Just going ahead and just disliking all my videos. And then YouTube finds it and they remove it. And then I get hit by another round of them. I've got a couple of videos recently that had as many dislikes as likes all of a sudden, just randomly. And then they disappear again. Either that or the dislike bot was Bruden all along. Alright, I'm gonna... On another tab, I'm gonna sign into my other YouTube account and see if I can dislike this video. Like, if it even gives me the option. Ah, I see what you mean, Bruden. It doesn't keep account of the dislikes anymore, it only keeps account of the likes. That's interesting. Yeah, so they still work, Sean, but they don't keep account of it anymore. I wonder why. Probably too many snowflakes in the world. I mean, what? Now, supposedly, the stream has 4 dislikes. Anyway, whatever. It's quite funny. Oh, we're overflying quite a major city here. No, they didn't actually remove it, Bruden. Blackadder says, I go into all your videos and like them. Blackadder, you are A legend, an absolute legend. One of the highest regard, believe it or not. But I'm wondering if there was a... Because you used to be able to see the dislikes that a video had as well as the likes. But now it only seems that the person who owns the channel can see those numbers, and I'm wondering if that is because of... I'm assuming I wasn't the only one on YouTube getting hit with dislike bots. If somebody with 229 subs was getting hit with dislike bots, I guarantee you that bigger channels were getting hit harder. So, I would say that probably has something to do with it. Anyway, cool. I mean, it doesn't concern me either way, because as people always say to me, if somebody takes the time to dislike a video, it means they've still interacted with your video. So, I mean... if that's how sad their life is, well, that's how sad their life is, kind of thing. Sorry, we're back on the stream page in 2 seconds. Right. There we go. Can't please everyone, just ask your ex-wife. Yeah, there we go. Does she have a like button? I don't know. Sean Dale says, completely off topic, is Forza Horizon 5 fixed controller connection, official Xbox controller in PC, and can we play convoys yet all over the world? Don't know, Sean, because I haven't had any of the Xbox controller issues. What I don't have the ability to do properly is use my steering wheel. I'm currently using an emulator that bypasses the Logitech software and the Forza Horizon software for steering wheels. If I want to use my steering wheel in Forza Horizon, which seems completely bonkers that I have to go about it that way, but I'm not the only one who's in that situation. A large number of steering wheel users are in Horizon 5. But I haven't heard anything, like all I've heard so far, Sean, is that there is a patch coming, and it is coming soon, but that's all I've heard. And that is the only knowledge I can share with you, unfortunately. Yeah, Bruden, you've got your C-Fit multiple times already. Are you just trying to upgrade to a different level? Oh, Drew and Black Evo. this weather is just getting a little bit OTT. To be fair, there actually is now a pretty significant thunderstorm occurring just outside Brasilia, so it's actually not that inaccurate anymore because the weather has moved. So we may end up landing in some pretty intense weather. Intense, it looks like a volcanic eruption. It does, yeah. There's some Alright, so we're not actually that far off of the airport here. We are... I'm not exactly sure how far we are, but not far at all, because we are sort of making our way around to the ILS. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start dropping my altitude. The elevation of the airport is 3,500 feet, so please keep that in mind. So I'm going to drop my altitude to start a slow descent. Going to go down to 7,000 and make that a thing. Put the engine at 69% because, I mean, and then I'm going to go fill up the water bottle and I will, oh, hang on, sorry, I'll answer Sean's question first. The active at Brasilia is 29 right, 29 left are the active runways at Brasilia. However, there isn't, despite the weather, there is actually not that much wind. Amazingly. And if you are going out and around the airport, and if you're going out to the western side of the airport and coming round like I am, be aware the MSA is 7,000 feet, which is why I'm only going down to 7,000 feet. Alright, I'm going to go fill up the water bottle and stuff, and I will return to get this landing happening. doggo needed some loving. She decided to follow me in from inside. So I figured I'd give in. Because this was her first... she probably wondered where the hell I was today for 6 hours. Because of course she wouldn't be used to that. But she's got to get used to it, so... It actually looks like the weather itself here over Brasilia is not as insane as it may have appeared. Is there a photogrammetric part of Brasilia, is there, calling pigeon? I was under the impression that there wasn't a photogrammetric city. It's definitely a city that needs a cityscape, though, from a developer. Because I've looked at the photos of the real-life city, and it is spectacular. Really, really is something quite amazing. Trying to find where I put the tab, but I had it. May have actually been... Oh, there we go, that'll do. Oh, did you really, in stream scheduling, did you really put a Brazilian photogrammetric scenery? Calling pigeon, I completely missed that, mate. That's my bad. I wish I'd known that. I would have, absolutely. The next stream is not until Monday, though. Not that that's a problem. I will still absolutely, now that I know that it's in there, I do apologise to everyone else. That's my bad. I was very much under the impression that a proper scenery did not exist for Brasilia. Calling Pigeon has since informed me that I am wrong. Come down to 5,500. I'll come down. Yep, no worries. And that's exactly 2,000 feet above the airport altitude as well, which is the perfect approach height. Really? There's photogrammetric. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, Calling Pigeon, I'm very keen. Because that link that I just dropped in the chat is a link to some photos of the amazing architecture that Brasilia has. Pretty awesome shit, I'll be honest. It's pretty awesome. Calling Pigeon, I feel like I almost need to give you your own dedicated Discord section in Microsoft Flight Simulator where you can post sceneries and airports and all that sort of stuff relating to flights. In fact, I know exactly what I'll do. I won't do that. I'll do something else, which makes more sense. Permissions. There you go. Calling Pigeon. You now have access to post in the live and events channel. So whenever I'm posting a flight plan or whatever, you obviously have the ability to add scenery and all that to that post or to the post below it or whatever. Seeing as you are literally the expert when it comes to this sort of stuff. And it also means that I won't miss it. That's part of the reason why I did it. And others won't miss it as well, because they'll go there to download the flight plan and they'll see that there's scenery and stuff available. Big Chris says, how is the flight going? Chris, other than the questionable weather, very good. It's very good. And also calling Pigeon, I feel as if, don't be scared to put payware links in there as well, because some people will obviously be quite happy to pay for scenery, others will want free scenery. So if there's payware and freeware available, go for it. Like, so I just realised that my stream on Monday is actually scheduled for an hour earlier than this one, and that is simply because it's almost a 5-hour flight, I believe. I could be slightly wrong, but I think that's around what it is. It's close. It's a long one. So to the Australians, I apologise, because I know most of you got to work on Tuesday morning. Big Chris says, wish I can join you guys. My internet is not feeling good today. Yeah. It must be the day for it, Chris, because at the start of the stream, my internet was not good either. It's come good since, but there was times when I was like, okay, this is going to be interesting. So Sean, the airport is at 3,500 feet, so I'd say decision height would be 3,800 feet. Which is, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm sure Black Eagle will correct me on it, 300 above is minimums. 200 feet. Okay. So 3,700 feet is decision height, Sean. Looks like the questionable weather is rolling in just as we roll into Brasilia. Of course it is. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Oh, really? Okay, there you go, Black Evo. So I guess it's, but I guess a good practice if you're in a GA aircraft is 200-300 feet from the airport runway. You should probably be looking to make a decision, right? All I'm going to say is I love synthetic vision. Yeah, you're still got plenty of height though there, Sean. You've still got 1,200 feet to play with. So if you're already getting glimpses of the ground, you might be okay there, mate. You might be able to see what's going on. I'm assuming your PA28 Arrow doesn't have a Garmin G1000 with synthetic vision, judging by what you're saying. Luckily it's not real life then, eh? Just a heads up, your autopilot just went off flight plan and turned hard left. Okay, alright, I will keep an eye on that. Everything looks good on little nav map at the moment, but that doesn't necessarily mean everything seems okay so far. But I will most definitely keep an eye on it. Although, Black Evo, I've already got the ILS programmed into the flight plan. So it might be okay. Don't know. Like, even though I won't actually use the ILS, it'll line me up with the runway is what I'm saying. Hopefully. Touch wood. Ah, okay. Never mind. I'll be prepared for a hard left. I should probably face the direction of the airport so that the scenery has enough time to load in and I don't get epic stuttering at the last moment. Which always seems to be a thing whenever I'm streaming. So I'm hoping that by doing it this way I kind of bypass the issue. Looking good so far. About when did it make the, sorry, the hard left?
Something else they can do. We try to make it work this time. We
interesting. Very interesting. Going in the wrong direction now. Ah, that's very interesting. Well, there you go. The ILS doesn't work at, oh no, hang on. Maybe it does, hang on. It seems like it might be trying something. I'm sort of tempted to just let it do its thing for a moment and see if it does take me on the ILS like I've asked it to. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it's going to.
It's not the same.
Huh. Well, there you go.
If I close my eyes, maybe I'll feel you again. Hey, relight the flame. Draw it out with your hands. Cover every inch of my pain. I've crossed to the other side. I turn my promises into lies. Grow until the morning light. Falling in your arms tonight. Strange, but it feels so right. So right, so right.
So I'm not going to be watching the chat for the next couple of minutes whilst I just sort out what my aircraft is doing over on little nav map. Just until I can see that I'm back in the vicinity of the airport, and then I'll be able to just use visual cues to bring it in.
I don't know your name. Right now you're someone filling an empty space. Hey, it's not the same.
The only thing I can think of, Black Evo, is maybe the ILS nav number has changed since little nav maps for Brasilia were implemented, because then little nav map is never 100% accurate because it uses old Navigraph stuff, out of date. That's why it's free. Although you've probably got Navigraph, don't you? You know what? I'm going to drag a little nav map across to the other screen. Oh, so it wasn't entering the ILS frequency that caused that. It's just the Loveler waypoint doesn't work properly. Okay. You don't use Navigraph? So for some reason it seems like the Loveler waypoint causes you to go back to BR033. So the only thing I can think of is that the Loveler waypoint is actually a holding pattern waypoint that the ATC uses when they're getting aircraft to hold in a holding pattern off of the airport. And for some reason, it has been included in the flight plan, whereas we actually should have gone from BR033 to probably BR077. I mean, I don't know if that's a thing, but that's just the general vibe that I'm getting. I'm sure Black Evo will give me details on whether or not there is in fact certain waypoints that are specifically used just for holding patterns or what. No worries, Fozzie, mate. Fully understand that time is not brilliant for you. In fact, yeah, that must be the case because Bravo Romeo 033 is a approach waypoint. Loveler is not an approach waypoint. So automatically the autopilot in the sim would think that you've missed the approach waypoint, and that's why it turns you around. No worries, Sean, mate. Catch you later. Fozzie, catch you later as well. Two absolute legends. See you as well, Stu, I'm assuming. Catch you later, mate. Thank you very much to all three of you for coming along on the flight. Hope you did enjoy, and you guys look after yourselves, all right? Nah, you never step on anyone's toes, Sean. It's all good, mate. All good. And if you do, it's alright. We'll just get them to call the tow truck and everything will be fine. Yeah, no, yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying, Black Evo, because the sim's not fantastic at making flight plans, it's accidentally put a flight plan in, or sorry, a waypoint in that's not included as part of the approach, the designated approach that I selected for the flight plan, and therefore it thinks you've missed the approach, and that's why it turns you around at Lovelock to try and send you back to the last known waypoint on that particular approach. Because, as I was saying, I know I'm overthinking it massively for a sim, I'm very aware of that, but as I was saying, the next approach waypoint was Bravo Romeo 077, not Lovelock. Catch you later, Drew. Catch you later, Mr. Atkins, as well. Enjoy yourselves, legends. Not a problem, Kangaroo, mate. Much appreciated that you came along as well. Sorry, my landing's taking so long here, guys. Actually... Oh no, 11 left is close to the terminal. The terminal's in the middle of the airport. Cool, that works. Brasilia, the city. It reminds me a lot, especially the colours, remind me a lot of Darwin. I don't know if you feel similarly there, Mr. Evo, seeing as you've flown there in real life, but well, the good news, Black, is that after about leg 100 and something, I started using little nav map alongside flight planning, so it should be less screw loose soon with random stuff. Why not use SimBrief to make your flight plans? Good question. One that I don't have an answer for. I know that's probably not what you wanted, but that's all I have to offer. Sorry, Josh.
Where do we go? Nobody knows. We'll have to see how this story goes. 'Cause I've been looking for forgiveness. I try to be the best I can. I wanna wake you up in the middle of the night. I wanna stay right here for the rest of my life. So I keep on believing.
No worries, short round, mate. Thank you very much for coming along. Have a good one, good sir.
Straight from the heart, I'll always be waiting, waiting right here for you to come along and give me strength to carry on. We keep waiting for tomorrow, trying to find a better way. I wanna wake you up in the middle of the night. I wanna stay right here for the rest of my life. So I keep on believing the hurting is gone. I know I'm right where I belong. Hey, what about you? I know we can get lost sometimes, but I'm always coming back to you. I wanna wake you up in the middle of the night. I wanna stay right here for the rest of my life. So I keep on believing the hurting is gone. I know we're right where we belong. Hey, what about you? I wanna wake you up in the middle of the night. Oh, I wanna stay right here for the rest of my life. Oh, so I keep on believing the hurting is gone. I know we're right where we belong. Hey, what about you?
Just a little bit low and slow on this approach. Need to be up around 75 to 77 knots. There we go, that's better.
I've always been the one to carry you home, always been the one to catch you. All the things we've done when everything went down. I know we're never gonna get enough, and maybe it's better to let it go. We'll never be the same. Tell me what you're going through. Won't you tell me all the things that you do? Tell me, make your wish come true. I know that everyone is sorry next to you, and I am next to you. It's been a long time since we had
There we go, I'm pretty happy with that.
a while since I was your catcher in the rye, and now it's gone.
Oh, I've actually got a recording software now that allows me to do replays. Why didn't I open that? I need to remember to open that. In fact, no I don't, because there's one more thing I've got to, one more thing I've got to do before we end the stream, other than taxi to the terminal, obviously. Yeah, Vruden. You said you're gonna bail. Go bail. Not interested in your negativity. Somebody call your chiropractor and lawyer. Oh, for God's sake. Alright, now, let us do that. Do that. Now, before we do depart this, where is... Look what arrived. So I don't need to remember to open up that program at all, because I'm going to have a button now that does it. Shout out to Black Evo. Alright, cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, legends of the highest regard, that does bring us to the end of another leg here in the World Adventure number 89, and brings us to Brasilia here in the Brazilian Highlands. Legends, I hope you did enjoy that flight as much as I did. Definitely one of the longer ones we've done, but I mean, despite the crappy weather, I feel like the scenery here at the end at Brasilia was more than worth it. But until next time, wherever you are in the world, you look after yourselves, you stay safe, you stay well. Big shout out to Derek for coming along on his first flight this evening and becoming part of the crew. Very, very, very much enjoyed having you here, and hope to see you in more flights. To everyone else, all of you know you are absolute dead set legends in every way, shape or form, dirty slews, whatever you want to refer to yourself as. You, yeah, you know. But, you know, as I said, until next time, you look after yourselves, stay safe, stay well, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll make sure that I, you know, have said it twice, and catch you guys in the next stream. Cheers.